Now, Vanessa, let's go back to the Middle East and what's going on in southern Lebanon, and is it all about Hezbollah?
Not really. I mean, of course, what is Hezbollah doing? It's trying to basically contain the Israeli army in the northern occupied territories so that there isn't a full-on assault on Gaza, apart, of course, from what we've seen. Israel has been sort of crying wolf for some time over an invasion into southern Lebanon. These are just some of the statements put out by Yoav Gallant, the war minister. Basically, he's talking about copy-pasting the Gaza war to Beirut. We'll return Lebanon to the stone age. If Hezbollah wants to go up one level, we'll go up five. And quite recently, Gallant made the statement that, or rather, he warned of a potential hot summer in the north as Hezbollah attacks an IDF post. And in reality, what have we seen? We've seen really a very big increase in intensity of the conflict in northern occupied territories with Hezbollah in southern Lebanon, and massive fires across the upper Galilee occupied areas. There you'll see the North sees more sirens and fires. Just a couple of pictures of the fires that are basically raging throughout that upper Galilee region, causing untold damage from attacks by Hezbollah that have not been intercepted largely by the various air defense systems that the Israelis always boast of. Hezbollah attacks scorch nearly 2,500 acres of northern Israel. And if we just look into details very quickly there, 30 firefighting teams were deployed to extinguish the flames. As a result of the fires, major roads in the Galilee remain shuttered. 990 acres of land were burned near Amiad, and it continues. There is, of course, outrage now that effectively people are claiming in this area that the Israeli regime is not responding to the tragedy that's unfolding for them in the northern occupied territories. And then very interesting, so we have the increase in rhetoric of a potential invasion of southern Lebanon. We've had this morning, which I couldn't report in time, but there was an alleged ISIS attack on the US embassy in Beirut, which of course makes me immediately think that's a pretext for the US to increase military presence in Beirut under the justification of fighting ISIS, which is of course the proxy terrorist group in Syria and Iraq. This is in Israeli media. I think yesterday I crossed out Hezbollah because it was warning given to, one assumes, diplomatic representatives in Beirut by or via diplomatic channels by the British, warning of a mid-June Israeli onslaught. Now, in my opinion, we're not looking at a ground invasion. That's already been a disaster for the Israeli forces in Gaza. In my opinion, what we will see, at least initially, is an increase in attacks deeper into Lebanese territory, potentially in Beirut itself, targeting, of course, hospitals, civilians, and so on, as they've done in Gaza in an attempt to put pressure on Hezbollah to withdraw.
Yes, okay, thank you for that. Now,